Hello guys, welcome to our channel. For today I prepared you a speech about 14 skills which help you to survive in your university. So let's get it started. So if you're worried about hitting your deadlines while still having time to play at uni, with these ultimate Uni 5 skills you will be flowering in no time. They say university years are the best years of your life, and they certainly can be. But would you argue that being a poor, naked, personally hungered student can go with some challenges too? Like how do you stay healthy when laying on diet or noodles? How do you juggle a part-time job to support yourself when you have got deadlines left, right, and center? And how it's possible to go on nights out every week when you can barely afford to feed yourself? To help you overcome all these challenges and more, we have put together the ultimate list of skills you need to make it through university in one piece. First of all, learn to how to budget. Let's be realistic here. You're going to be skinned quite a lot of during university years, if you're not consistently. However, being a permanently painless is something you can avoid. If you take the time to work out a budget and stick to it, likely among all the other great university advice we offer, is a great guide to help you get your budget sorted. One of the easiest way to keep on top of your spending is to join in app-based bank in addition to your shop student bank account, which is worth keeping for 0% alone. Um, Put a certain amount of cash on the credit every month and assign this as your disposable income. This keeps it separate from the money you absolutely need to have, like cash for the rent and bills. As long as you stick to these methods, you will basically have no choice but to stay with budget unless you transfer some money to the credit. You can also use the app on your phone that's attached to your credit to keep tabs on spending and check out how many you can spend to treat yourself and at the end of the mouse. So, so uh, Three, start a meal plan. Having a list of hand of a routine regarding what have you will prevent you from demolishing a week shopping in a day or two and save your fair wad of cash. Try to get in the habit of planning your meal, meaning to go bigger, shop on once a week with a few dishes in mind, including one meal that can be divided up into portions to feed you throughout the week. Don't forget to factor in the few snacks too, and some emergency warner supplies. It's happened we have actually put together a great standard meal plan, which will have you sorted for breakfast, lunchtime, and dinner for 4 whole weeks. Give it a go. We would also recommend trying the Superman Don't Fish. Don't waste money on the overpriced food. And be fooled by the supermarket sneaky tricks. They used to get you spend more. And of course, check out our guides to saving money at the supermarket and how to legally get through. Um, 4. Avoid tricky examination questions. So you have done the reading, but you can't afford to miss another seminar. This situation calls for some serious begging and affection tactics. So here's your 3-point plan to surviving the direct scenario. First of all, don't make eye contact. Pretend to be completely engrossed in lecture notes. First, perhaps even adding to them as you become more involved, the riveting discussion going on around of you. Secondly, get actively involved in the group. Listen to what others are saying and try to form something to say out of they being discussed in the small groups. But if the lecturer asks you thoughts, do not just completely what someone else in the group has said. This is an express routine to make enemies. And third, um, speak out as early as possible. When the class floor is open to discussion, try to speak out as early as possible, or even where a question can you confident and where to get it out of the way. If you keep quiet too or for too long, you might become lumped without a question near or the end of class. The trick is to get in the first. If else fails and you are put on the spot with no clue what to say, we are afraid the only option is left to get lagging. And next time, well, just save yourself in the hassle and do the reading. 5. Control your bladders in the lecture. We all know what it's like when you're desperate but just can't bear the thoughts of running to the loo in the front of packed lecture hall. You have either got to suck it up, not literally, and take the blender pain it calls down to the mind of our blade, or try to we when you have the opportunity. Trying fitting bricks is before every class and lecture, even if that means leaving the house 5 minutes earlier in the morning to make you sure that you arrive without enough time. You never thought you would have to be reload toilet train yourself when you went to uni, yeah? Learning how to read quickly. If you have the balls to show up your class without having done the reads, a quick speed can help bring you up to date with what's going on. Not recommend you how to can it help or revision. We would not suggest reading as retired novel. Honestly, at the point of view, better of reading is the funniest of Wikipedia. But for articles and short chapters, it's certainly better than doing not reading at all. Use highlighter to bring out any important sections or quotes, or at least what you think seems too important in the 10 minutes you have spent sweating up at the topic. When there are any points you get up on the spot, you can deliver discussion towards of the interesting passages you highlighted when you read the article thoroughly the night before. Ask for help when you need it. It is a very important part of our speech, so this goes all over areas of your life. If you are struggling to keep out the coursework, hence all speed reading and blacking your way through tutorials, speak to your tutors. If you don't speak up about this stuff, the situations will only get worse as possible as deadlines pile up. Likewise, if you stress stems from financial issues, it's really important to reach out and get some help. Asking for some financial support from your parents can be true motivation for some, but it's also worth remembering that the government uses your parents' income to calculate how much maintenance loan to give you. Therefore, if you are interested in receiving the minimum maintenance loan because your parents have the decent income in the expected they will supplement your loan, read more on the article in the internet about how much money your parents should give you at the university. If you need advice, take a look at the various money saving guides we have or even contact with professionals and they will help you with that. Uh, A. Learn some basic cooking skills. If not that difficult to eat properly at university, you just have to spend a short amount of time mastering and the basic and learning a few really simple meals, and you will soon be able to feed yourself and some a whole lot of cash in the process. For example, throwing some pasta and the pastry together can make a meal that dries you over dinner one day and lunch the next. Develop some skills and suddenly you won't have to rely on microwaves meals. Um, okay, let's go to next. 9. Learn how to use a washing machine. It's very interesting part because you must throw your clothes into washing machine probably doesn't cross your mind very often, and you'll probably be avoiding it as much possible. Whether it's because that last time did you did it wish you came back out pink, or because it can be such a hassle finding somewhere to dry out clothes in shared house when someone is doing their washing. The best thing you can do is to brave the just get on with it. You will never survive in the university if you don't. And if your elder telescopes relatives can handle it, no reason you can too. I think it's enough for today. Let's proceed in second part.